Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I thought I would start with a little garden and wildflower update. I haven't shown these in here for a while, so I thought I would show you these. I've cleaned them up. They had a lot of dead, stuff in them. I got all that out. I like this one here. It hadn't had any flowers on it. I just like it. And some of the others, they never did grow really much flowers either, but they just look nice. These have been nice. They have little blue flowers on them, but these are about gone now. But see, I strip all these little things here off, are obviously where the seeds are, and I put them in with the mixture in there of seeds. And these are some kind of peppers. Looks like they're trying to grow some. There's little bitty ones down here. Looks like it's going to grow a few. Turn that a little bit. Some sun this way. I've noticed sometimes I have the camera turned in the wrong place, y'all. It's because I'm not paying attention, I guess. Very good. It's still a bit early. Well, first we'll go out here. I've got a lot of leaves starting to fall now. It's hard to keep them out of the garden. I missed some kind of work, I guess, yesterday. They must have done something yesterday evening. They had the road closed off. We were all cozy in there just watching movies and stuff, and everybody looking at their tablets and phones and stuff, so I didn't hear anything. But maybe they'll come back and we'll see what they're doing. But for all the flowers that I take off, there's just plenty to replace them. If you can see all the buds all over it. I was worried that as they died off there wouldn't be that many on it. There's plenty more. Plenty more. There's going to be some more of these zinnias. Oh, here's an early morning bee on it. Look at that. Came right to me. Hey there, buddy. But like these, let's see. There's one. There's one. Like I said, I have trouble. There's one. There's going to be one right there. There's one. And right here. And there's more than that coming up, I can tell. So the zinnia is going to put out some more. I may be able to eventually give a few of these seeds away. I'm going to grow some more of these next year for sure. And more of this one, the peony. I think it's called peony, Leela said. And I do want to show you, I found a little bit of extra dirt in there that I could spare. This big hole I keep falling in, and I have actually twisted my ankle in this hole. So I filled it in pretty much full. It needs a little bit more. If I can find some more that I'm not using, or when I don't use it, I'll put some more dirt out here. Eventually the grass will grow there too. That's some good soil to use for that. I hate to use it for that. I mean, I'd rather use just some old topsoil or something. But it'll grow the grass good that way. We've got holes, and you can see where trucks have been through. I've noticed in the camera you can see tracks in the yard better. Like right over here, you can see some. That's where they've been here in the past when these trees over here, that used to be a tree, a huge hickory tree, and some like a tornado came through, but it was down, however they say it, down spout winds or something like that, and it knocked that tree right down, and it missed the corner of the house right here. We had just had the roof put on. It missed this corner by about 4 foot, I think. This way, it fell this way. And it it was so huge it fell this way, but it was almost to the end of the yard here to the road when it laid down. That's how big it was. And then there was this one here, and then when that fell, this one was as big as that, another hickory tree. They were afraid that this tree, since that other one fell and it was blocking a lot of the wind over here, they were afraid this one would fall and hit these lines up here, the city. So they wanted to cut this tree down that was here. And you know, I'd already had probably 15 quotes for taking out the dead tree, and they were all over $1,000 to take it off. And that's ridiculous. So I told the city, I said, sure, I'll let you cut that one down if you take them both away, the one that fell and that too. And they did, but of course they left 1 million tracks in our yards from trucks. So I guess that was a small price to pay, though, to have all that done. But I kept a lot of that hickory. I let people come and get any amount of wood they wanted. Before the city hauled it all off, what was left, I had told people, you know, come get you some good hickory. And a lot of them did. And the guy, when he would use his chainsaw, it would make, you know, the shavings. And I don't know if I can see it in here now. Anyway, I've got lots of hickory shavings. I had three or four bags, garbage bags full of them. And I gave, I think, a couple to my brother. He has a friend that does, I don't know if he smokes stuff and sells it, you know, turkeys and hams and all kinds of stuff. Let me see if I can get some of this stuff. I'll show you. Get a racket. Get down in here. Oh, we got some. Let's see if I can reach get some. There we go. So I'm down to one bag left. I'll get where you can see it a little bit better. But that's what it looked like. And that, boy, that's hickory there. And what I do, I didn't cook out much this year because of all the illness and, you know, I had surgery and this and that thing, so I didn't cook out much. But usually I would soak this in water. And then I made like I called it a redneck smoker. I got a pie pan and put this down in the bottom wet. And then I punched holes in another pie pan and put it on top and then connected them together. And then you put it out on the coals when they're not, you know, when they're not lit. After they're ready, you put it out on the coals and it would smoke like crazy. I still, like I say, I've got this one big bag here left. What we got laying there for now. But I had like 4 of them. I went out there and collected up, you know, and gave it away and kept me 1 bag. I wish I would have kept more of the wood. I kept the small pieces of wood and used them a little bit in the grill too, just small pieces. The cabbage is starting to look more like a cabbage. You can see, and that's the cauliflower over there. It's a little harder to see. And all these tomatoes, they're not turning yet. I hate to pull them green, but if we have any more frost, I think I'm going to have to pull some of them. The ones that are in the middle here will probably be okay back in there where it's nice and thick. Let me get a drink of coffee here. Looks like it's starting to clear up a little bit out here now. I came out here this morning, if you see all these leaves. I got all these leaves out of the garden. I hate to see them in there, but it's going to be probably a losing battle before it's over with. Pepper's doing good still. This one, the orange snack box pepper, isn't doing that good for some reason. I don't think it likes the cold weather. And these, they're having peppers on them. However, I don't know what they are. I'll find out when Logan eats one, I guess. But they're all getting little peppers on them. We got plenty of green peppers still. There's more growing. See, there's some little ones right there. That's pretty much kale and turnips. Now I got other stuff coming up, like I was showing you the other day. See all the little, I planted a bunch of seeds all over the place back in here. And I don't know if part of that's weeds or what. I'll find out when it comes up. But back there it doesn't get as much rain because of the awning here. And you can see exactly where it's like dry when it rains straight down. So it doesn't get as much. Still got more banana peppers growing and still on it. These green beans are going crazy here. Try to get this one to go back down this way. Yeah, we're gonna have plenty more green beans, y'all. They're pretty hardy too. I don't think it's gonna bother them that badly. It's am I missing anything? Okay, here's how the kale and turnips look. They don't look too bad. I really didn't think they were gonna make it, y'all. The kale especially is really perked up good. It's red kale. I guess it's red or purple. But these little turnips I put in here, I took off all the dead and broken leaves, and that way they can use their energy to grow more. So they're looking like they might come out of it. I'm hoping to have some stuff. And I don't know if all this little stuff growing in here, I don't know if you can see those good. I did, like I said, I planted seeds everywhere, pretty much. Because I didn't think they would even come up as hot as it was, and they didn't. Until we got this last little bit of rain. I'll give you a closer look. Does that look familiar to anybody? Hey, one little cucumber there. Still got a few onions trying to grow, and a few, I don't know where these little ones came from. It's trying to come up. But several of them are now since they got some rain. You can see some more flowers starting. And that's a different color flower, so, oops, I can't hardly see it. Where is it? There it is. Those are different color flowers. Makes me think those might be pole beans because the others are purple. The other beans I had were purple flowers. And all these white looking ones I think might be pole beans because they grow pretty fast, very aggressive. So we'll see what they are. That way I'll have more seeds to save. Still got flowers here and the green peppers. So I think I've covered everything in the garden. I hadn't looked back here at these. It's hard to see these radishes back here. I don't think they're going to do real great because they're not getting this much sun. They're all down in there. But I'm thinking I'll probably just leave this the same size next year unless I'm feeling really, really good, because this is about all I can handle, and I've got a really good yield, as y'all have seen, out of this. I use every inch of it, you know, and I know I can handle it this size, so I'll probably do the same thing next year, but I'll change things a little bit, the way I do things from what I've learned this year. I thought maybe I was doing too many garden updates, but several of you have said that, you know, that you like to see the garden, you know, pretty much from day to day, because it does change. It especially changes when it rains. You know, but you know, it does change daily. Things, they grow pretty fast. So, you know, as long as you enjoy them, I'll do them, you know, as I can. Weather permitting too, obviously. I thought about not even coming out because it was so dreary. It had quit raining, but you can, I mean, I don't know if you can see that little puddle over there still, but it rained overnight. Really need it. There's not as many birds seems like lately. I think, you know, a lot of them probably go even further down south. We're in Tennessee, but there's still a lot of them that goes further down south, and you don't see them all winter. But there's some that stays, you know, and I'm sure we'll see plenty of them as winter comes in and they can't find anything to eat. They'll be over here getting a free meal. I'd say it'll look nice though if there's some snow and the birds on those feeders. You know, if there's snow behind it, it'll probably look pretty nice. If they start in the winter like that, I'll be able to film through inside from the house, you know, some. With my telescope, and it'll be close up. Didn't hear the train much this morning. It probably was during the time that I was waiting to come back out here is probably when it came through. I just wanted to wait and see if it'd clear up some, and I'll show you the sky here. It's starting to clear up pretty good. It looked awful earlier, but it's moving pretty quick. You can sit here and watch it move. As a matter of fact, we'll take a break here and relax, and I'm going to put on the sky over there, and you'll be able to see how quick that's moving. That's a good shot of it right there. Time to relax for a few minutes, everyone. If y'all haven't seen it, make sure you watch one of my rare Cook with Chef Mike's last night. I did Grandma's chicken casserole. It was delicious, y'all. Delicious. We still got enough for another meal, and that's what I like about making a big casserole. So tonight, I made that crock pot pasta and sausage and smoked sausage the other day, and it was fabulous. And we had plenty enough for another meal, so we're having that tonight. I don't like to have the same thing 2 nights in a row. So we're having that from the day before yesterday tonight, and then tomorrow night we're going to have the rest of the chicken casserole. So I cooked for 2 nights, and then now I don't have to cook for 2 nights. So, you know, or Joy, I mean, you know, she cooks too. But, you know, I've cooked for so long. When we first got married, you know, we were so young. Joy didn't ever, you know, she never cooked much. I mean, her mother was like Aunt Bee, you know, and she even looked a lot like her. And her mother was such a fabulous cook. I mean, why would, you know, Joy even worry about it, you know, when she was living here? So she didn't know how to cook. I mean, the first thing Joy fixed me the day we got married was a frozen pizza, and it was burnt to a crisp. I ate it, and I didn't say a word. Yep, I remember that, and so does Joy, I'm sure. But, you know, I had cooked off and on probably since I would help Mom, you know, cook things, and I would help Mom. She liked to bake, and she did real fancy cakes. She would decorate them, and I would help her do stuff with that. And so you know, I could cook fairly decent, and then I liked cooking, you know, I love it. And so I just continued, you know, if we wanted something pretty good to eat, you know, I would try to make it myself. And I probably cooked for a good 15 years, and then you know, as time went on, Joy started being able, you know, she would watch me, and she would try different things, and she's turned out to where she's a really good cook. But they, you know, everybody likes my cooking, and I still like to cook, but I wasn't able to as much when I couldn't stand up for very long. And it still bothers me to stand up for a long time, but not as bad as it was with that since the biggest hernia is gone. So, yeah, I mean, I'm able to start cooking some more now. I'll try, as I do something new that I haven't already done a video on, I'll try to do more Cook With Me's. I think that was number 14. If you look in my playlist under Cook With Me, I believe it says, or something to that effect. I think I got 14 of them now. Most of my recipes are cheap, easy, and good. I've got a cookbook somewhere that said something like that. Good, fast, easy, I think. You all probably heard of it. I used that cookbook for several years, probably. I've cooked almost, not everything in it, but I've cooked a lot of stuff in that one. You know, we've always been on a strict budget, so all of our meals are pretty economical. We don't really splurge on big time, you know, ingredients. But we like to eat, you know, stuff that tastes good. So a lot of mine I cook in the crock pot because it's so easy, and it's always going to be tender and good. I would much rather cook chicken in the crock pot than in the oven. I can tell a big difference in the texture. Now, if y'all watched a while back, I did an unboxing for Logan's healthcare items that we get through our insurance, and his order came. I did an unboxing. Well, my order just came a little earlier, so later today I'll have an unboxing of my health items. And I was talking, I don't know if I already mentioned it, but I was talking to some representatives at Walmart when we were over there a few days ago from United Healthcare, which is where Logan and I have ours with. And they said that starting the first of the year, I haven't got anything in the mail yet, but they said starting the first of the year that we'll be ordering our healthcare stuff through Walmart online. And she said that there'll be so many more varieties of stuff and things that we can get. So that'll be interesting to see after January if they do that. There's still clouds, but it looks like it's going to shape up to be a decent day. Hope y'all are having a good day, and if you need rain, I hope you got some too, because we really, really need it, and the garden sure does appreciate it. Totally big difference in the way the garden's looking. I gotta see if all these seeds coming up, or if any of them are weeds or what. I hate to pull anything until I can tell what it is. One time my brother came over here, bless his heart. I had some stuff planted over here, and he thought it was weeds, and he pulled it up. I think it was some radishes or something or other. And I didn't tell him, though, that I had planted anything, you know. He knew what we had planted together and that he planted, but he didn't know that I'd planted those. He's supposed to come over here and pretty soon, and well, whenever he's busy too, you know, and he's supposed to help me cut some little trees down there that I was showing y'all that were in our power line and stuff. I don't know if he'll let me. I'd like to, you know, get some footage, but I'm going to be helping him, so I don't know if I'll be able to. We'll see. Well, I think I'm going to go for now, y'all, and then later on check in for that my health items unboxing. It's always pretty interesting, and you can see what an advantage it is. I've got the United Healthcare AARP Medicare Complete supplement, and Logan, and I pay for my supplement because there's several features that I had to have for my situation at the time, and it really helped. But Logan's is free. I mean, he doesn't pay anything for his premium, and he's got the United Healthcare Community Plan. So, and I think the girl's name was Robin. I think it's Folz, F-O-L-Z. I think I'll have to check on that, but I think it's Robin, F-O-L-Z. And she subscribed to me right there, and she was watching some of my videos as we were leaving. And so that was pretty cool. And I think the other lady there was going to too. Naturally, I have to talk about my channel if I get, you know, because I told them about that I did an unboxing and stuff with their stuff, and they said that was cool, and could I mention, you know, their name as a representative? I said sure, because they've been pretty good to us. We're well pleased with them. So anyway, I'm going to go for now, and like I said, check in later for my healthcare unboxing. Please press that like button, subscribe if you hadn't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you later on. Bye.